Hey there, fellow learners. Welcome back to Vuku, where we explore powerful strategies to boost your learning. Have you ever felt overwhelmed when faced with a new text or subject? Well, today we're diving into a game-changing method that can transform the way you read, understand, and remember information. It's called the KWL strategy, and trust me, it's about to become your new best friend in the world of learning. Let's start things off with a question. How often do you find yourself rereading the same paragraph over and over, feeling like the information just isn't sticking? If you're nodding your head, you're not alone. That's where the KWL method comes in. So, what exactly is KWL? It stands for Know, Want to Know, and Learned. It's a simple yet powerful approach to reading that helps you engage with the material more actively. Let's break it down step by step. Understand the strategy. The KWL method is all about organizing your thoughts before, during, and after reading. Imagine a chart with 3 columns: K, W, and L. This visual tool will be your guide throughout the reading process. In the K column, you jot down what you already know about the topic. This helps activate your prior knowledge and gets your brain ready to connect new information with what you already understand. It's like warming up before exercise. You're preparing your mind to absorb new information more effectively. The W column is where you list what you want to know. This step helps you set a purpose for your reading and keeps you focused on finding specific information. It's like creating a shopping list before going to the grocery store. You know exactly what you're looking for. Finally, the L column is where you record what you've learned after reading. This step reinforces your new knowledge and helps you reflect on what you've gained. It's like taking a moment to appreciate what you've accomplished after a workout. Applying KWL step by step. Let's walk through how to use KWL in practice. Imagine you're about to read an article on climate change. Start with the K column. Ask yourself, what do I already know about climate change? Maybe you know it's related to global warming, or you've heard about melting ice caps. You might recall something about rising sea levels or extreme weather events. Don't worry if your knowledge is limited. The point is to get your brain thinking about the topic. Next, move to the W column. What do you want to know about climate change? Perhaps you're curious about its causes or how it affects different regions. Maybe you want to know about potential solutions or how individuals can make a difference. List your questions here. The more specific, the better. Instead of, what causes climate change? Logically, try, what are the top 3 human activities contributing to climate change? Now, as you read the article, keep your W questions in mind. You're not just passively consuming information. You're on a mission to find answers to your questions. This active reading approach helps you stay engaged and focused. After reading, fill in the L column with the new information you've learned. Did you find answers to your questions? What surprised you? Maybe you learned about the impact of deforestation on climate change, or discovered innovative technologies being developed to combat global warming. Don't just list facts. Try to summarize key points in your own words. Benefits of KWL. Using KWL has some awesome benefits. First, it makes your reading more purposeful. Instead of passively skimming the text, you're actively seeking information. This engagement helps you stay motivated and interested in the material. It also improves your focus. By setting clear goals in the W column, you're less likely to get distracted or lose track of what's important. It's like having a roadmap for your reading. You know where you're going and why. KWL also enhances your memory. By connecting new information to what you already know, you're creating stronger mental links, making it easier to recall later. It's like building a bridge between your existing knowledge and new information. Moreover, KWL encourages critical thinking. As you compare what you knew before with what you've learned, you might discover misconceptions you had or identify areas where you need more information. This self-reflection is a crucial part of the learning process. Adapting KWL for different subjects. The beauty of the KWL method is its adaptability across different subjects and learning situations. Let's see how it applies in various areas. In math, a KWL chart helps break down complex problems. Begin by noting what you know about the problem and identifying relevant formulas or concepts. Then, outline what you need to find out and the steps to solve it. This approach simplifies challenging problems into manageable parts, making them less intimidating. In history, use KWL to explore events. Start by listing what you know about a particular period, then jot down questions about the event's causes and consequences. Finally, document new facts discovered. This method reveals connections between events and deepens your understanding of their significance. For literature, apply KWL to analyze novels or poems. Begin with what you know about the author or literary period. Consider what themes or symbols to look for, and reflect on new insights gained after reading. This deepens your appreciation of literary works. In science, KWL is useful for experiments. Record what you know about the concept, what you want to find out, and what you learned from the results. This method aligns with the scientific process and encourages analytical thinking. Tips for success. To make the most of KWL, be honest about your knowledge gaps. It's okay to have a blank K column. That's useful information too. Take your time with the W column, mixing factual and analytical questions to guide your reading. In the L column, include not just facts, but also your reactions and new questions. This personal touch helps solidify your learning. Consider revisiting your KWL chart later to review and identify areas needing a refresher. Feel free to adapt the method. Some add an H for "How can I learn more?" or an A for action. Make KWL work for you. Now here are a few extra tips to supercharge your KWL experience. Number 1, be open-minded. When filling out the K column, don't hesitate to include incomplete or vague ideas. It's okay if your prior knowledge is limited. This helps establish a foundation for new learning. Number 2, ask questions beyond the surface. In the W column, push yourself to go beyond the obvious. If you're reading about a historical event, don't just ask, "What happened?" Dig deeper with questions like, "Why did it happen the way it did?" Or, "What could have been done differently?" Number 3, use visuals. For some learners, drawing mind maps or creating visual diagrams alongside your KWL chart can deepen understanding. Seeing the connections between different pieces of information can help make the material more memorable. Number 4, reflect after learning. After filling in the L column, take a moment to reflect on the entire process. Did you get answers to all your questions? What surprised you? What new questions do you have now? This reflection not only cements your understanding, but also helps you plan for future learning. By following these tips and customizing the KWL method to your style, you'll transform reading from a passive task into an engaging, active learning experience. The KWL method is a simple yet powerful tool to supercharge your reading and learning. Give it a try with your next reading assignment or even when watching educational videos. You might be surprised at how much more you retain. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more learning tips. Until next time, keep curious and keep learning.